So, Rosenberg, I don't want you guys to continue to keep saying that Freedom Friday is going to turn negative. You know why? Because then it's going to turn negative.
We're just predicting.
Hit these guys with the button.
Congratulations. You played.
Listen, we know we got some a-holes out there in the world. We don't have to encourage them to call up and troll us. We don't need that.
You know what? I hear you. I hope today's a great Freedom Friday. All right?
It will be. Watch.
I'm in Florida right now. I'm in the home of freedom. They didn't even have a pandemic down here.
Freedom. I'm not wearing a mask.
Tampa skipped the whole pandemic. They just lived.
Oh,
that's right. We don't care if you live or die. Live or die. Don't tread on me, brother.
Now, speaking of I don't know. Speaking of craziness,
are you trying to do a segue? Hit this guy with the button. There was no seg there.
Yeah, there was no.
You should have just transitioned. There was no segue.
Yeah. All right, so on to congratulations. You played yourself like
Yeah.
we're doing. We haven't really mentioned this all week, but I feel like this was worth ending the week with to discuss. Have you guys kept an eye at all on the story coming out of Kansas City where the 3 Chiefs fans died outside a friend's house?
Wait. I heard that people got frostbite and like some hypothermia from being out in the cold and had to call 911. What else is going on?
Died. 3 friends outside one house dead.
Because of hypothermia and frostbite?
They supposedly froze to death. And now the back and forth, this case is going to end up being really crazy. The guys' names are, who sadly passed away, are Clayton McGreeny, David Harrington, and Ricky Johnson, all in their 30s. They were found dead and frozen solid in the backyard of their friend Jordan Willis's house back on January 9th.
Wait, where's Jordan?
Oh, well, we'll get to Jordan. So this was 2 days after they'd had a party to watch. I think it was a Chiefs-Chargers game back on January 7th. Police found the bodies after one of the guy's fiancés requested a welfare check when he never returned home that Sunday. And the dude whose house it wasn't answering the phone. When the police finally arrived, guys, dig this. Willis reportedly answered with a wine glass in his hand and claimed he had no idea his friends were dead in his backyard.
What?
His attorney said that his client had been sleeping near a loud fan and wearing noise-canceling headphones for 2 days as his friends' families frantically tried to reach him to locate their loved ones.
Nah, dial M for murder.
Oh, my God.
Nah, some of this funny business. 2 days, you slept for 2 days. What type of drugs y'all was doing?
Well, and by the way,
exactly.
this is the initial button, right? First of all, that defense of I didn't know, I was asleep, I was wearing noise-canceling headphones, laying by a fan for 2 days, Laura?
It's insane. It's insane. 2 days?
Nah, bro, was high, bro.
That's drugs.
We sleep like that. You was on something.
Yeah. 100%.
So
That's not normal.
is your guess, and we don't want to besmirch those who've already passed, but would your guess here be everybody was just doing hardcore drugs and these guys all left at the same time and all passed out in the snow?
No, I have no.
It still doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I have no contribution here, brother.
Yeah, the only thing I guess we'll wait till.
I don't know what happened. I don't know if they OD'd all together. I don't know if they passed. See, because the other thing is, let's say they did pass out in the yard because they were intoxicated and freeze to death. I guess it's plausible.
That's the only explanation I can think of.
But it's still, I'm trying to think of what kind of bizarro drug situation it would be where all 3 would have the same thing happen and no one would wake up during that time. They apparently went out there at night or it happened during the start. Maybe they left during the day. Yeah, they left during the day when it was 30 degrees and then they say it went down to 15 degrees that night. And no one woke up because, Ebro, I would think, I'm no medical, as you can tell, I'm no forensics expert.
You don't
you would think you'd have hours before you freeze to death.
Nothing to worry.
Well, I don't know, bro. I literally don't know. If they fell asleep, passed out, unconscious, outside in below freezing temperatures, I mean, at that point, if the frostbite don't wake you up because you're so intoxicated, and the hypothermia don't wake you up because you're so intoxicated and you're just out of it, I guess you freeze to death.
Is this an inappropriate time for the button?
Nope, because you know me, I don't have it. When you do something dumb and die, I'll hit you with the button.
Congratulations.
Yeah, it doesn't mean it's not sad.
You played yourself.
No, absolutely. People die every day, B, and it's a congratulations, you played yourself.
Congratulations.
Horrible.
You played yourself.
Oh, you was driving fast without a seatbelt on?
Congratulations. You played yourself.
Oh, the roads was wet, you was driving fast without a seatbelt on?
Congratulations. You played yourself.
Oh, you was playing with a gun.
Congratulations. You played yourself.
Right. I mean, it doesn't make it less tragic, but it's still a But then there's something about falling asleep in the snow and freezing to death that also mixes the congrats, Shawnee, with a little bit of
LL
Cool J.
How do you fall asleep in the snow? Sorry, I just don't.
But y'all have made up the falling asleep in the snow part. Just so
what
we're
else
clear.
could it
We
be?
don't know what happened.
I mean, I guess there's a chance that the friend straight up murdered all his friends. He said, I'm going to have a party for a football game and then kill all my friends and then not even move their body. Like, I'm trying to think it doesn't make sense.
Or they all got, like, falling asleep is the wrong word, passed out. If it's true that he was asleep for 2 days, if it's true that he was asleep for 2 days with noise-canceling headphones on laying next to a fan, by the way, why would you be laying next to a fan in cold-ass temperatures? That don't even add up. And I'm not even CSI, and I can see that's a lie. But
I smell narcotics.
drugs.
You have to think that, right? Because it means
Something.
all of them were so high. Like, he
Yeah.
was so high that he didn't realize that his friends had even left. Then he was so high that he slept for 2 days.
Yes.
Now, here's something interesting. An expert did say in this article I'm reading there are dozens of potential prescription drugs that when combined with alcohol could cause a level of sedation that would lead to ultimately freezing to death.
There you have it.
Including Xanax, Valium, Ativan, all possible culprits.
Yo, if you're just out here doing drugs and mixing it
and
with
drinking.
alcohol,
Bro.
you get this button.
And leaving your house. No, and by the way, you're out of the house. You want to move around.
You played yourself.
Listen, if you're going to experiment with drugs or play around with drugs, there's levels to this. Weed, okay. Shrooms, okay, getting crazy. Alcohol, obviously, is like, okay. Once you start going into pharmaceuticals,
No, and mixing your pharmaceuticals.
and then you're
with-
mixing your pharmaceuticals,
Congratulations. You played yourself.
And then you thought, I'm going to move around a little bit. Let me leave the house, too.
I'm going to go outside. Yo,
Yeah,
hit
look,
the
listen,
button.
I do not recommend anyone experimenting with drugs. But if for some reason you've decided the path that you're going to do is that, I strongly recommend not deciding to do it while moving around outside in low temperatures. I'm going to strongly recommend you stay in your warm house